Clyde Crasto,
Preeti?
Yes, sir, but I want to ask you a question. The sheer fact that we've seen violence in Kolhapur, we saw violence in Beed today, at the back of posters displayed of Aurangzeb, the violence might be of right-wing outfits or whatever you might say. But the fact is, should a person like Aurangzeb be glorified when it is a known fact, at least on the streets that we are seeing, that it can incite violence? Why glorify? Sir, you're on
Say
mute.
this again.
Go ahead.
There is
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
There's absolutely no need for glorification. I want to make it very clear that, Preeti, I'm on a debate talking to you, so I request that nobody interjects because I was listening very patiently. My point is very simple, like Rahul Srivastava said and Sahil said, that since March 31st, nearly 6 incidents have happened in Maharashtra which have led to violence. So what was the intelligence department doing? What was the home department doing? Did they not know that this was going to happen? And if 6 incidents are going to happen one after the other, so either they were not aware and that they're not doing their job, or they're looking the other way around. That's the whole point here. So somebody is letting this happen. Whether it's Aurangzeb, whether it's Godse, whatever. My point here is, in that procession, if Aurangzeb's posters were held, immediately the police should have taken it down. In Kolhapur, I mean, what was the intelligence doing when, hundreds of people were gathering there? They didn't have no input. That's the whole point. My point here is, I again say, nobody of this kind of people, Aurangzeb or whatever, should be glorified. That's wrong. Absolutely. But what is the Home Department doing? Is it letting it happen? Even today. Now, that threats are coming to Mr. Sharad Pawar. Okay? It's coming from somebody who's officially writing on his handle that he's a BJP worker. Nilesh Rane goes on to talk and, he's equating Mr. Sharad Pawar to Aurangzeb, trying to, create more disturbance in the state. We want peace in Maharashtra, but what is the Home Department doing? That's the question. And you can ask questions, I'm saying nobody's above the law. If anybody, and I repeat, anybody is trying to create disturbance in the country, should be put behind bars.
All right. So,
jail them.
So
the
even
Home Department in the center is yours.
Even though they might be minor, the sheer fact that Aurangzeb posters were displayed because possibly the end result was to could have been strife, communal violence, so they should have been taken off, is what Clyde Crasto is saying. But I want to bring in Rahul Srivastava back into this conversation. Ms. Shalini, I know you want to come and just give me 2 minutes. I just want to bring in our editors into the conversation. Rahul Srivastava, the fact is, let's look at what went down in Karnataka. Tipu didn't quite work for the Bharatiya Janata Party where Karnataka was concerned. Pulling back medieval figures is not quite working, at least in the recent elections. Why is Maharashtra different? Especially if you go into Lok Sabha elections. The last Lok Sabha, 2019, Maharashtra got the NDA a mammoth 41 seats, right after UP, if I'm not wrong, sir. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Preeti, Tipu didn't work in Karnataka because Karnataka is different. One, what Shalini ji said, I would like to say, is that if some posters are waved of Aurangzeb, some posts have Tipu Sultan or some audio messages, I would rather term them as aberrations. These are miscreants who can be trying to create or foment trouble. The job of a government is to curb that trouble. But it becomes a problem when the state chief, deputy chief minister and the home minister brands the entire community as Aurangzeb ki aulad and makes it a design. I never said that the BJP is fomenting communal trouble. I said there are 4 claimants to the Hindutva vote. And that is perhaps what the bigger crisis at this moment is. Preeti, it's an irony that the gentleman in question, Aurangzeb, was cremated, was buried in a tomb in Khuldabad in Aurangabad, which is there in Maharashtra, and it is a dargah of Sheikh Zainuddin, where he is cremated. It's a nondescript, unmarked grave. Now, that's a fact. I think Aurangzeb can be made in vogue. I think there could well be, because you have an unrest brewing in Uttar Pradesh and Banaras vis-a-vis Aurangzeb, and that's and also in the Krishna Janmabhoomi. So you can there could well be a connect. I think, Preeti, also it is primarily because that such is the politics today, that the turf has been laid by the BJP very strongly. And if you see Maharashtra, if Sahil is saying that there are 6 riots till now, and there has been communal trouble in Maharashtra, but has there been a very strong criticism of it from all the political parties? Because if you look at the NCP also, even the NCP can be called a fallback option for the Marathi Hindus who are unhappy with the Shiv Sena or the BJP. And in that scenario, with no strong criticism, there can be a problem. If the Congress steps out today very strong comment against this Hindutva aggression, then there is neighboring Madhya Pradesh where the Congress is playing the same game.
Right.
And I think in that kind of an atmosphere, there is a sense of encouragement which these elements are getting, and then you have Mr. Fadnavis's statement.